Welcome back from that break. It's still Good Morning Abuja, and we have another guest this morning who joins us on the program. She's an artist, and she's simply amazing because going through her profile, you will agree with me that giving her amazing, as in the word amazing, is proper. She's an advocate for One Nigeria. She's a fashion model. She's a Miss Goodwill Ambassador, most beautiful model in Nigeria 2016. She's a French translator, online content creator, and above all, an entrepreneur. Join me as I welcome Victoria Ngogo to Good Morning Abuja this morning. Victoria, you are small but mighty. Good morning and welcome to Good Morning Abuja.
Thank you very much, ma.
All this, you're doing it.
Yes,
this little you sitting down there.
By God's grace, ma.
Okay, can you tell us your success story? And of course, let me acknowledge seeing beautiful work of art here displayed, but we shall come to that later as the discussion progresses. And then now we want you to tell us your success story as an artist.
Okay. As an artist, my success story begins like when I was a model. I actually tried to bring this in to actually help to develop the nation and impact value, not just being a model.
Okay.
I tried to do something that like models can actually impact something to give out to the community. That's where this artwork came in. But naturally, I just did modeling, acting, other things I could do. I do drawing. Like I'm very, very, very industrious when it comes to me, ma.
Wow, that's great and great and amazing.
Thank you.
And I can see a beautiful work of art here.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you take us through this?
Yes, of course. I have noticed one of the problems of Nigeria that has prevented us from achieving our potentials is division.
Okay.
So be it tribal or religious, while our diversity is a plus for us, has been mismanaged, and so I picked up this project so I could I went to the adolescent level from 10 to 15 years, like JSS1 to SS3.
How old are you now?
I'm 24.
24, okay,
Yes,
go ahead.
So I went to the adolescent level of 10 to 15 because they are the formative years, and therefore they can easily influence to build the Nigeria we want by making some impressions on the adolescents also. Nevertheless, I am going to reach out to the adults who are the minders of the children. This includes the parents, the teachers, and also the mentors. With this, Nigeria will be united, not just united, but also in peace, harmony. That is where progress comes in. That is where development, infrastructure, creativity, that's going to be where a country where we can invent things, you know. I actually went to some girls' school. I spoke to them on how like they need to first focus on their education, actually read and study well so that they can come out well in their education. And then I told them that it's not just about that. Having skills acquisition is also very important because this helps. And then it starts from that level, you know, from that level when you know that, okay, I love such thing, like I love anything I want, I can actually create. When it starts from when you were small, by the time you get a bit older, you get more, you know, consistency is the key. So by the time each generation from their generation starts like that, Nigeria can actually be a creative country. You know,
we are creative people, no doubt. In Africa, in Nigeria, to be specific, you know. But usually, you know, the youth, the younger ones, don't like going
exactly. That's why I started with them.
Okay.
Yes. So I try to let them know that we can invent and import things. This will actually help the resources that will help us in building Nigerian economy and reduce inflation.
How?
This includes like being creative, like let's say for instance, Innocent is trying for himself. I gave them an instance of Innocent being the first man ever in Nigeria to have a car.
Okay.
So
To produce a car.
to produce a car.
Okay.
So if he could do that, if somebody else have any other thing to do, then they can actually do it. Just consistency. Just from when they are small, from the adolescent age, they keep going and keep going, because failure is certain. Rejection is
Imminent.
yes.
Okay. Now, let me start with this. I can see a handshake here.
Yes, ma'am.
The other one, in fact, both having rosaries. The other one is a Christian rosary, and the
ma'am.
other is an Islamic rosary.
Yes, ma'am.
So, what message are you driving home with this?
This is signifying unity to avoid religious crisis. We all know these are the major problems we have in Nigeria, and that is why I actually fixed it in when I was advising the girls. Like, this is the major issue we are having. If we can have unity and not neglecting people's way of worship, if I decide to kneel down and worship, it's not an issue. If I decide to bow down my head to God, it's not an issue. When we find out that that is not an issue at all, because we need to know that we are praying to one God. Nobody is going to heaven in this other side and the other one is going to hell in the other side. That shouldn't be that way. We should know and let the kids know that this is how it's supposed to be. I actually added to them that in this life is just like a train.
In your advocacy?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, when you were advocating
yes,
too.
I added that life is just like a train. When our parents are with us in a train, at some point they're going to drop from that train, which is the way and the irony of life. When they drop from that train, the way and manner they actually handle that train is what happens to them. So the earlier they start now to actually unite and not neglect anybody or criticize anybody in any way of worship, which is this two major languages.
Major religion.
Religion, yes.
Yeah.
Two major religions we have in Nigeria. That is a way forward. Because only with unity, peace,
and harmony.
Yes, that's only
we
when
can make progress.
Can begin.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
And I can see the other one.
Yes, ma'am.
Three beautiful girls in different attires,
Exactly.
was sitting, eating together. So are you still driving the same message home with this?
Yes, I drove the same message home with this. I even printed some free notebooks to give to them in schools, which I intend to do more, and then still give more explanation on the girl child and maybe breast cancer awareness. So actually this is just for a general purpose. Let's say this is the Igbo, the Hausa, and the Yoruba, the major languages.
Okay.
I didn't put other languages because it would be too crowded.
Of course,
yes,
of
so
course. There are the three major languages we have in Nigeria.
Thank you. So, and we all know that these three, you don't usually
agree.
Exactly.
Okay.
So let's be specific.
Okay.
So, but with time, I just gave them example of we are all humans. You should understand that people will get on your nerves, even from home. I like, for example,
we have our differences.
Exactly. So from home, I even told them, like, for example, even at home, you all know that twins fight more. They said, yes. How many twins do we have here? Like 4 to 3 people raise their hands. I said, you see, but you know how twins can fight. They said, yes. How about siblings? Do siblings have issues? They say, yes.
Talk more of, people who are from different upbringing, different
so I told them,
ethnic
if
groups.
they can actually be in school and having issues and having differences and still settle and still be in the same school, like, it's okay to actually be united because you are coordinated because you're in school. But outside the world is a total different thing. So I just wanted them to, like, when you come out, no matter how it is, try your possible best, because I know our parents tried so much, but at this point, I think they need to try harder from their generation.
From generation,
yes.
in of course, preaching the value
yes.
of
and
love,
acting it out,
and acting it
yes,
out
ma'am.
also
Yes,
for
ma'am.
the younger generations to imitate.
Yes.
Thank you very much, Victoria.
Yes, ma'am.
It's been nice speaking with you,
Nice.
and you are a source of inspiration to the youth.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, I've been speaking with Victoria Ngogo. She's an all-rounder, let me put it that way, because she's an advocate for One Nigeria. She goes about, using her talent of art to preach message of hope, peace, love, harmony, and progress for Nigeria, for the youth, to love Nigeria. That's a good way and a good step in a good direction. So let's continue to support her and also patronize her artwork. And now it's time for entertainment. We shall be taking the trending musical videos and movie trailers for the week.